Hello friends, Vince Burlap here. Today, we're taking a look at the new Acura ADX. The ADX is a compact SUV based on the Honda HR-V. Acura sells it as a more expensive and fancier version of the HR-V. Just like the British royal family, fancy doesn't necessarily mean good looking. The ADX is saddled with a design that induces a strong déjà vu feeling. It looks like something that came out 10 years ago. These ghastly black wheels on these high-end trims aren't helping things either. The A-Spec badge meaning is still a mystery. However, it will undoubtedly mean something to your envious neighbors and family members about your very special status in life. You're not some basic riffraff, and you were never part of the underclass that populates our planet these days. You are special and, well, just above most of them. You are a true A-Spec driver. Have no fear. The giant plastic grille is still here, looking even bigger than ever on Acura's smallest SUV. Inside, the whole thing is trying very hard to look more luxurious than a Honda. And why not, since you're spending about $10,000 more? Unfortunately, it's trying a bit too hard with that blue suede trim. A tragic choice that does nothing to elevate the interior atmosphere to a level of what could remotely be seen as luxurious. The rest of the cabin doesn't look or feel very new either. The phone charger is still under the dash, right where you'll forget your phone. Most of the dashboard is similar to the HR-V, and materials aren't really fancier. Even the screen seems to be the same as in the much cheaper Honda Civic. Something you can't get in the cheaper Honda models is that large panoramic roof giving you front row seats to the next natural disaster or an impromptu visit from creatures from another planet. The rear seat is roomy enough for a couple of humans, although they might complain about your choice of that rather garish interior color. My advice? Let them. Let the little people complain about your less than impeccable taste. At least they will have 2 USB plugs to use their phone or other electronic doodads and will leave you alone for most of the trip. Another thing they'll notice is how much cheaper the rear door panels look compared to the ones up front. And yes, they will feel like second-class citizens, and that's okay. Let them figure out that the front seats are for special people. The cargo area is large enough to put all the stuff you will never need. However, no luxurious power rear seat action here. You still have to access that faraway lever to lower the rear seats. That really shouldn't be there in a luxury car. Just make sure your impressionable friends and family members don't see this. Just like larger and more expensive Acura SUVs, the compact ADX has a new Bang & Olufsen sound system. The well-regarded company thought they had a better idea for controlling sound quality in a car and decided to reinvent the wheel. And that, my friends, is usually not a great idea. This new biosonic sound is not the easiest thing to set and can be quite frustrating. Like my old neighbor, Velma Valento, who just couldn't make up her mind about anything. Once you get the hang of it, the classic tunes from my old friend Barry White will sound as good as they should. And there will be no more tears. And look, you can even see him right here, in front of you, at all times. How nice and comforting. The Acura ADX isn't a Jeep, but with all-wheel drive, it will tackle most unpaved roads, like the one that leads to my old friend Barney's new house. Most other humans would call it an inhabitable shack, a shebang, if you will. But good old Barney calls it home. A new home at the end of a dirt path, for when you need to keep the man and the blue boys away for a while. On the freeway, the ADX is mostly quiet, except for that weird booming sound past 60 miles an hour. It's quite hard to describe and isn't very pleasant, just like a weekend in the big house. But that was a long time ago. In the end, the Acura ADX isn't a real luxury car, a nice compact SUV that is trying very hard to be more than what it is, just like my old neighbor Velma. Her fake fur coats never made her look like a movie star. And yet, just like the ADX, she ended up being quite popular.